love.lust, obsession, and heartbreak. When it comes to romance, not all zodiac signs play by the same rules. Some are givers. Some are fighters. Some love quietly. Some set your soul on fire. But then there are those signs, the heartbreakers. The ones who leave a trail of sleepless nights and unanswered texts, but still manage to live rent-free in your head. In this countdown, we're diving deep into the 5 zodiac signs that are always the heartbreaker. Not the ones who mean to hurt you. Not always. But the ones who leave such a mark that even years later, you wonder, what if? These signs are magnetic, irresistible, sometimes mysterious, and yes, often emotionally unavailable, just enough to drive you crazy. They're the ones who show you heaven and then disappear like smoke. They love hard, they leave harder, and you never forget them. So the big question is, who's number 1? Which zodiac sign holds the crown as the ultimate heartbreaker of the zodiac? Do you think your sign made it onto the list? Or maybe the one who broke your heart? Comment below who you think number 1 will be. Is it Scorpio's stare? Gemini's vanishing act? Leo's unforgettable fire? Watch till the end because number 1 will absolutely wreck your expectations. And if you're already thinking, I know who it is, trust me. You don't. Drop in the comments if you're ready to find out who tops the heartbreak charts. And let's get into it. On the surface, Taurus doesn't scream heartbreaker. They're grounded, sensual, loyal to a fault. But that's exactly what makes the heartbreak hit harder. You'd never see it coming. You feel safe. Held, cherished hand, then suddenly. The warmth turns cold, the consistency becomes silence, and you're left replaying every moment. Asking, what did I do wrong? Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and pleasure. When they love you, they love with their whole body. Long hugs, deep eye contact, late-night cooking sessions. Forehead kisses that feel like home, they make you feel like you're the only person in the world that matters, and for a while, you are. But here's the twist. Taurus doesn't open their heart easily. So when they do, and it doesn't work out, or worse, they start to feel unappreciated, they shut down completely. It's not an explosion. It's a slow, silent withdrawal. They stop replying as quickly. The good morning texts dry up. They no longer linger when you hug. And then one day, they're gone. No warning, no drama, just a distance. And because they were so dependable, so present, the absence feels 10 times worse. In relationships, Taurus gives their best. But if they sense betrayal, instability, or emotional chaos, they don't fight for you. They retreat into their fortress, slam the door, and throw away the key. You don't get second chances with a Taurus. You get memories and a playlist that haunts you at 2 a.m. In bed, Taurus is slow, deliberate, and deeply physical. They memorize your body like a map. They're not about quick thrills, they want to immerse you in pleasure. And that's part of why they linger in your mind. You don't just remember a Taurus, you crave them. The scent of their skin, the way they whispered your name, the calm in their chaos. But what really sets Taurus apart as a heartbreaker is the emotional whiplash. 1 minute you're basking in their unwavering affection. The next, you're staring at a message they left unread. They won't block you. They won't yell. But they'll leave you with silence so loud it drowns out everything else. And you'll never quite get closure. Because Taurus doesn't explain, they move on. So if you've ever loved a Taurus and lost them, the heartbreak isn't loud. It's quiet devastation. Let me ask you, have you ever been ghosted by someone who made you feel like you were there forever? Was it a Taurus? Tell me in the comments. And if you are Taurus, be honest. Have you ever walked away without looking back? Drop A if this hit a little too close. But wait, if Taurus was this intense, who could possibly be even more devastating? Think number 5 was heavy? Just wait until you meet number 4. They'll wreck your sense of reality. Number 4, Gemini, the enigmatic escape artist. Gemini, the lover who made you laugh, dream, explore, feel alive, and then vanished. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, speed, and cleverness. These people are electric. They pull you in with their wit, their charm, their ability to talk about anything from quantum theory to that weird dream they had last night. They're playful, spontaneous, and intoxicating. When a Gemini loves you, it feels like falling into a whirlwind of joy and possibility. But that same energy that makes them exciting is exactly what makes them dangerous to the heart. Geminis are shapeshifters. One day they're whispering sweet nothings into your ear, the next they're emotionally checked out. You think things are going perfectly, and they are, but then Gemini gets restless. The air element in them craves movement, stimulation, novelty. They don't mean to hurt you. But when they feel the thrill fading, they float off like a balloon you forgot to tie down. And they do it with a smile. That's what makes it worse. There's no fight, no drama. Just a slow drifting apart, masked by charm and casual phrases like "I've just been really busy" or "let's catch up soon." Except you won't. Because Gemini has already moved on to someone new, to an idea, to another version of themselves. In love, Geminis are like mirrors. They reflect back everything you want to see: your dreams, your desires, your hidden corners. You fall not just for them, but for the version of yourself that you see in their eyes. It feels deep, powerful, and then suddenly they're gone and you're left wondering, was any of it real? In the bedroom, they're curious and creative. Expect no routine. They want to experiment, surprise, push boundaries. They'll leave you breathless not just from passion, but from laughter and connection. The problem? That very connection can feel like a dream, ephemeral, fleeting. The moment you tried to pin them down, they turn into vapor. They love with intensity, but not always with endurance. And here's the twist. Once a Gemini leaves, they might still check in. A casual "hey, I saw something that reminded me of you" months later. A random comment on your story. A late-night text that stirs everything back up. They're not trying to hurt you, they're just being themselves. But to the person still healing, it's emotional whiplash. Geminis don't always break hearts intentionally. But they're the sign most likely to leave people with unfinished stories. You're always waiting for part 2. Spoiler alert, it rarely comes. So ask yourself, have you ever fallen for someone who made you feel seen, only to realize they were already looking somewhere else? Do you still stalk their socials, hoping for a clue they miss you too? Could it have been a Gemini? Drop A if a Gemini ever swept through your life like a storm and left nothing the same. Or maybe you are the Gemini. Be honest, do you get bored before things ever get too deep? We're only at number 4, and already the heartbreak is this complicated. Just wait until you meet number 3. They haunt you. Number 3, Scorpio. The soul-stealing seducer. You knew this one was coming because no list of Zodiac heartbreakers would be complete without Scorpio. This isn't your everyday breakup. It's the kind of heartbreak that turns you into a poet, a detective, and maybe even a little bit of a stalker. When a Scorpio loves you, it's intense, almost spiritual, and when they leave, it feels like a part of your soul went with them. Ruled by Pluto, the planet of transformation, sex, power, and the hidden, Scorpio wants your raw self and gives you theirs in return. But when trust is broken, Scorpio withdraws completely, no warnings, just a wall where there was once fire. Scorpio heartbreak is brutal because you can't forget them. Even when you try, that one look they gave you keeps replaying in your mind. In bed, Scorpio binds you with hypnotic passion, making every connection feel like alchemy. But they don't always let you in completely, and if you fail their tests, they'll disappear into a shadow you can never reach again. And if they're the ones to leave, you'll never get closure because Scorpio believes in karma, punishing you with silence. Number 2, Pisces, the dream that drowns you. Pisces, the poet and empath, is number 2 on this list of heartbreakers. Their love is like living inside a dream, full of beauty and tenderness. Ruled by Neptune, the planet of illusion and fantasy. When Pisces falls for you, it feels like magic. They make you feel like a muse, sending you poems and love notes. But Pisces lives halfway in another world, craving both connection and escape. When things get too real, they slip away, not always physically, but emotionally, fading without a trace. Their heartbreak is subtle and silent, like waking up to find them already gone. They won't break up with you directly. They'll apologize for needing space and say they need to find themselves. Even though it hurts, you'll believe them because they're sincere. Pisces often fall in love with the idea of someone, but when you turn out to be flawed and human, they retreat into a dream where love doesn't hurt. In bed, they don't just want your body, they want your energy, connecting on a deeper level. Their departure is soft, but it runs deep. Pisces leave with guilt, making their heartbreak both beautiful and cruel. Number 1, Leo, the flame you never recover from. And finally, the crown goes to Leo, the most unforgettable and emotionally scorching heartbreaker in the zodiac. Leos are ruled by the sun, and their magnetic presence makes you feel chosen like royalty. When a Leo loves you, they give you a stage, making you the star of their world with gifts, passion, and affection. But Leos know their worth, and if you fail to appreciate their love, they'll walk away with power and grace. Leo heartbreak isn't quiet, it's dramatic and final. You won't wonder if they loved you, you'll know they did, and that's what makes it hurt. They gave you their whole heart, and you let it slip. In bed, Leo's passion is unforgettable, and their presence lingers long after they're gone. No one compares to their intensity, and even when you move on, their fire will still burn in your memories. Leo's heartbreak changes you forever, leaving you questioning if love is a blessing or a curse. Honorable mentions: the Heartbreakers in disguise. Not every heartbreaker leaves a trail of drama. Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra are subtle yet impactful. Cancer, the empath, loves too much and disappears into their shell when they can't get the same love in return. Capricorn doesn't offer a messy breakup. They calmly announce the end with no emotional appeal, leaving you stunned. Libra, the lover, makes you feel like the only one until you realize they charm everyone, leaving you questioning what was real. These signs may not leave dramatic scars, but their impact is still deep. Heartbreak doesn't look the same for every sign, but it feels the same when you're the one left holding the memories. Also, you missed a so. Do you agree with this list? Did your sign show up in the top 5, or did it sneak into the honorable mentions? Drop your zodiac sign in the comments and tell me how accurate this felt for you. Have you ever been heartbroken by one of these signs? Or, be honest, are you one of the heartbreakers? If this breakdown wrecked you in all the right ways, make sure you hit that like button, share it with someone who needs a cosmic reality check, and subscribe for more astrology deep dives. And if you want to keep riding the zodiac roller coaster, don't miss our next video. The most intense zodiac lovers ranked. You won't survive number 1. Until next time, keep your heart open, your intuition sharp, and remember, sometimes the stars don't lie, but they sure know how to hurt.